Hi, my name is Zach Torres, and this is my video discussion board post number 2 on Ardipithecus ramidus. Ardipithecus ramidus, named in the local Afar language for Ardi, meaning ground, and Ramid, meaning root, was first discovered in the Middle Awash Valley of Ethiopia, and was later found in Gona and Armis, Ethiopia. This area was first suggested as a possible location of human ancestor remains by Elaine Morgan in her 1982 book, The Scars of Evolution. She argued there would be a great chance of finding early human remains here because they were cut off by an inland sea, and bones preserved in mud and silt have a higher chance of fossilization. The most well-known specimen was a fossil discovered in 1994. They recovered about 125 bone fragments amounting to a complete skeleton, about 45% of a complete skeleton. A female they nicknamed Ardi. The skeleton was not formally announced until 2009 when scientists published the findings. She weighed about 110 pounds and stood 3 foot 11 inches tall. Between 1992 and 1994, an American paleoanthropologist named Tim White was the first to discover Ardipithecus ramidus when he unearthed a partial and fragmented female skeleton with his team in Ethiopia. This specimen lived by first estimates roughly 4.4 million years ago based on its stratigraphic position between two volcanic strata. However, it has been suggested that the radiometric method of dating the specimen was unreliable, and therefore Ardi may have lived more recently, around 3.9 million years ago. The brain size of Ardipithecus ramidus is between 300 and 350 cubic centimeters, or similar in size to modern female chimpanzees and bonobos, if not slightly smaller. This is approximately 20 to 25% of the size of the modern human brain. The short cranial base from front to back indicates it balanced on top of the spinal column, much like humans. And the ridge above the eye socket is unlike that of modern chimps. The evidence suggests Ardi used bipedal locomotion based on the reconstruction of the pelvis bone and the position of the skull resting atop the spinal column. This means the specimen probably walked upright on two legs while on the ground, though probably in a different manner than humans. Its feet were flat with a limited arch, indicating it was incapable of walking or running long distances. The species had long, powerful arms, small palms, and long fingers to support movement on all fours, a grasping toe on each foot, and powerful hind muscles, indicating movement through the trees at least some of the time. Ardi lived both on the ground and in the trees. However, the construction of the wrists did not support hanging or swinging from branches or knuckle walking. There are mixed opinions on what Ardipithecus ramidus ate, but it is generally accepted that this species was omnivorous. The teeth enamel was neither too thick nor too thin, and there is no evidence of honing, which is the sharpening of the upper canine against the bottom molar, suggesting it ate a wide and mixed diet. Its canines and molars are relatively large, though smaller than that of all known living apes. The wear pattern and incisor size suggest it did not often eat fruit, nor abrasive, fibrous plant foods such as nuts and seeds. It could not handle heavy chewing methods common with other hominids. However, some studies suggest the front teeth could have been used for clamping and pulling, suggesting they may have eaten leaves. Though there is little evidence for any specific cultural attributes, Ardi may have used tools similar to chimps and bonobos, twigs and sticks that were easily modified to obtain food, and unmodified stones to crack nuts sometimes. Because the teeth do not suggest regular chewing, the smaller canine size in the males is more likely due to a fundamental change in social behavior, moving from competition to cooperation. Both the smaller canine suggested limited sexual dimorphism and bipedalism are indicative of a possible monogamous lifestyle where the male shared parenting duties, and rarely had to compete for mates. Ardipithecus ramidus today is not thought to be a direct ancestor to the human lineage. However, it is very closely related to the human-chimp ancestor. This discovery further supports the belief that bipedalism developed before intelligence, and it may have been a social adaptation rather than as a result of the environment. Ardi provides a link in our evolutionary path critical to understanding how we evolved our distinct human characteristics. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great night.